What's going on, YouTube? So I'm on my lunch break at work, on my lunch break, and I just had to share this. So my mind was low-key just blown to the point where I was scratching my head like, am I really? I thought I was hallucinating for a second, but anyway, I don't know if y'all can see this. I'm sitting in the car. I'm in Chicago, for those who don't know. And we just had a really big snowstorm. So that snow and ice covering my windshield, covering my car. I'm sitting in the car. And I just saw a group of, they couldn't have been no older than 13. A group of 4 boys, maybe between 11 and 13. And they were going door to door. All of them had shovels going door to door, shoveling people's yards. And when I say that, that made my heart race. It got me excited. Like, it had my heart racing and smiling because I haven't seen that. And since I was a kid, I have never seen that. And over the last 15 years, 20 years damn near, because these days kids, they just stay inside. Like, if they're not outside playing in the snow, I haven't seen kids raking leaves or shoveling snow, and it was just dope to see. Like, they were out there hustling, and it reminded me of me as a kid because I did the exact same thing. I would shovel snow, I would rake leaves. We have a store called Aldi here in Chicago. I mean, I'm sure it's nationwide maybe, but if you ever heard of Aldi, you have to deposit 25 cents in order to release the cart. So what I would do at 10 and 11, I would go up to Aldi and stand by the carts. So I would ask people on their way out if they needed help with their groceries. And in return, all I would ask for is a 25-cent deposit that they have for the cart. So they would gladly give me that 25 cents because they admired the 10 or 11-year-old, however old I was at the time, who was just out there on their hustle. And 9 times out of 10, they would tip me a little something extra afterwards. So that was another hustle I had as a kid. We also have a group. It's more like a youth program. If you're any type of familiar with Chicago, we have a group called the Jesse White Tumblers. And I was a part of the Jesse White Tumblers. So what they do is go around and take inner city kids, pretty much save them from harm, and they employ them. So they teach them any type of gymnastics. So you're flipping, basically, you're tumbling, you're going around, and you get paid to do so. So these days they performing at halftime shows, mainly at like Chicago Bulls games, any type of events like that, and you would get paid. So me and a couple other guys, we were putting on shows in the neighborhood. Like, in my downtime when I wasn't performing with the actual group, I would just take me and maybe another one of my friends and go door to door, actually flipping for people, putting on a show, and they were paying us for that. I also sold chips and juices in high school, which that was another telltale sign that school just wasn't for me. Like, my main focus in high school was just to get paid. So I would go to the corner store, I would take my lunch money that my dad gave me every morning, go to the grocery store, spend it all on chips. The little corner store, I would buy chips and I would buy juices. Take it to school. The chips were like 25 cents a bag, juices like 25 cents. I would sell them for 50 cents each. So I'm doubling up every time, and the more money I made, the more inventory I bought. So it got to a point where I was making like $200 to $300 a week. This was in high school, freshman year, sophomore year. I was getting to it. I was getting to it, and I'm still like that today. So they just always letting me know I had an entrepreneurial spirit. And when I saw those kids out there, it just blew me away. So what I want to know is, what did you guys do? If you did anything as a kid, like, what type of hustle did you have as a kid? What did you do to make money in your youth? Drop it in the comments. Subscribe to my channel. Like the video. Share the video. It's cute. I'll get back to y'all next video. Peace.